Some choice that we make are death sentence in disguise. Some choices that we make, they are death sentence. Death sentence. So this woman she married her death.
What a big.
So the lessons that we'll draw from here is to continually ask God for mercy so that we can choose correctly. Some people will so treat you like a trash, you believe nobody is seeing anything good in you. So the first you should do is to find yourself. Get back your identity. We are not a product of our experiences. We're a product of who God calls us. Find yourself once you are out. And that's why we don't advise coming out and rushing
getting into another.
Coming out and rushing in. You don't, yes, there will be emotional vacuum created. We advise that look for other things that will fill up those vacuum. Go and take a course. Look for areas of interest. Give your time those areas. Look for associations, a company that you can talk to, you know. I believe no relationship should be without supervision.
Right.
If you're in a relationship, have someone supervising your affairs. So if you are derailed, confess it. Not just to each other. Some of you are already well. So confess it. That's one of the ways to fight it. Once you confess it, then a reasonable supervisor will advise that you give yourself space for some time so that you find yourself again. Sex is spiritual and it intoxicates. No matter how much you want to guide and protect, the devil has a way of making what is not yours sweeter. Because the same thing they are stealing to have now.
We have it in
marriage,
abundance.
Beg them to have it. We beg people to have sex in marriage. And yet, we're saying don't do it. Before marriage, you do it. These same people after marriage, you beg them. You beg them to have sex. So, number one, they should what? Confess it. So an elder. The elder is not but someone who has gone ahead of you or someone who supervises your affairs, and then go separate ways for some time. Once you find yourself, if truly you are sincere, once you are healed, you will know, and then you start afresh. If God is saying two of you can still be together, you start afresh. And if God is saying both of you go your separate ways, you go. But if this love is still there, the purpose-driven love is still there, the connection is still there, both of you are ready, you're forgiving yourself individually, forgiving yourself across, and then you want to proceed, then at that point you are coming on a clean slate to start afresh. This time you create rules, boundaries. Where to meet, where not to meet, where to go, where not to go, what to discuss, what not to discuss, those things that sparks up the event, because if it's truly what you didn't plan, then something sparked it up, right? So for such kind of people, this is the way to approach it.
Right.
Mine is not a question. It's just, I just remember the scenario that happened that has to do with cheating. So the wife is a faithful wife to her loving, is it a loving husband? To her husband, and she thought the man was faithful, right? And now the man was actually gallivanting, walking all around the whole street and following anything that is under skirts, unknown to her. And now the painful part is after doing all of that, he got infected and then came to share it with the innocent wife. And unknown to her, she did not know until it got to the last stage of that infection, of that sickness. And on his end, he knew that he has been infected. He was taking
Really?
Fallen angel.
Really?
And when it was actually 8. And when it got to the last stage, it was like it became very bad on the woman. He was trying to, where did I get it from? The man divorced her, that he doesn't want her. What
Chef, they kill that man now. They will say the person is wicked.
if, what would you say in that kind of situation?
Say to who?
But the woman, because I don't even know. At least
Well,
if they shoot the man for leg, you know, go bad.
the truth is, no matter what you do to the man, the damage has been done. The damage has been done. Ah, well, we'll just draw a lesson from this because this is already a bad case. The woman is on the way to her deathbed, if not
Yeah.
on the deathbed already. And the man is just being wicked.
Very wicked.
So I think this boils down to choosing rightly. Some choice that we make are death sentence in disguise. Some choices that we make, they are death sentence. Death sentence. So this woman she married her death.
God, I beg.
So the lessons that we'll draw from here is to continually ask God for mercy so that we can choose correctly. You see, the point of choosing changes a lot, like determines a lot, so to speak.
Mm.
What you choose, we determine the prayers you pray, your experiences, and everything. So, for that woman, sincere, faithful, but here's a man who is not just promiscuous, he's wicked at the same time,
Evil.
and evil, and oh goodness. Well, I don't know what to say to the woman, but to say he's sorry. But then others should now draw lesson. Her life is now a testament that we can read
Yeah.
and improve upon.
All right, sir. Okay.
Sorry, it's before she say what she wants to say. It's just one last question. Now this one
Yeah.
is a question. It's you've already answered it. Like you said something related to what I want to say, but I still want to ask. What would you say of a lady? What would you say about, or what would you say to a lady who is in a relationship and her partner is someone that doesn't take whatever she says serious?
Yeah.
Like he takes whatever she says for granted and feels like even if she's angry, she'll calm down.
Okay.
Like, and they talk about it the first time, they talk about it the second time, they talk about it the third time, and it's still reoccurring.
Mm.
And she feels now that if she continues like this, it's going to be bad in the future because he will be someone that doesn't listen to her because
True.
that's what is actually doing.
True.
So she now has ended the relationship.
Okay.
Is it a good thing?
No, it's fine. For me, it's fine that she quitted that relationship.
And every time the guy says he's going to change,
I
he
like.
does
Why he
worse.
never changed. You know, those kind of people,
And they know how to say sorry.
You know how to compose the story actually.
Ha.
it's those kind of people are delicate, dangerous to work with. Because a time will always come where her opinion or his opinion will matter. All right. So when that room is not created from beginning, it's not a relationship. You may end up not have anything to contributing to that home,
Mm.
to that relationship, to that life. So you're going to live a wasted life there. So for me, it's a good decision that she quits and move on.
Take it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
On to
sir.
our next question. All right. The art of starting over. In
Mm.
this case, when I think we've been touching that part during the discussion. When someone just got heartbroken and like she said, 2 in 1 heartbreak, that kind of heartbreak that will leave trauma, serious one. So how would that person get to start over again, the art of starting over, can you just put us through what do you think that person rather should do, what that person shouldn't do, the steps? And some people will just, after getting out of that relationship, they feel the way to move on is to get into another relationship. To them, that is starting over. So some people have a very wrong knowledge or wrong knowing idea about the art of starting over.
again.
Yes. So what do you have to say? What are the steps one should take in starting over?
All right. It's a good thing that the person is considering starting over. For some,
They know they start.
there's nothing to start again. Yes, the trauma lives with them for life. So that's someone has deemed it fit to want to start over again. It's a good thing. So, like we have discussed before, I think we mentioned something like that. Number one, don't start until you have been able to find yourself. You know, there's a way experience can put you in a certain way that you lose your identity,
True.
lose completely. And once the identity is lost, your entirety dies with it. The prodigal son left the father to start a relationship. And relationship wasn't working. He had heartbreak. He was being scammed. Everything that is worth attracting left and was left all alone. It was reduced to nothing. That's what trauma can do to a man. Can put you in a situation where you think nothing good can come out of you. Some experience will make you feel less of a human. Some people will so treat you like a trash, you believe nobody is seeing anything good in you. So the first you should do is to find yourself. Get back your identity. We are not a product of our experiences. We're a product of who God calls us to be.
Right.
Yes. You are not the stupid girl your last boyfriend called you. You are not the good for nothing your last relationship addressed you as. You are not the foolish. You know, perhaps something happened and then that's why you are not useless. Because some people will leave that relationship with those present reality and express it good measure, pressed down, shaken together in the new one. What are you doing? You are believing those words that was spoken to you in the process. So what you want to do is get yourself back. There was you before the whole
relationship thing.
Get yourself back. There is you. There is what God calls you to be. Get yourself back. There is that area of strength that has suddenly gone weak. Get yourself back. Once you are back, you can now choose correctly. Because coming out of a relationship that is draining will blindfold you. Will what?
Blindfold you.
You will not know exactly what you want because of a past relationship. The story ended up fairly well, but it would have been better. Okay? There was a lady. I met her when she came for acculturation. She's a friend. What is she? She studied Yoruba Hausa. So, time to time they come for acculturation, in the Hausa speaking company. So that was where we met. When I met her, she was in a relationship. A very draining relationship. And then the few period she spent around changed her perspective. And she knew she was in a wrong relationship. So going back home, she called it quit. But she quitted the relationship, but embraced everything that the relationship served her. Relocated back. This, she was rejecting every guy who looks superior, who looks good, who looks too educated, who looks a little bit financially okay. She was rejecting them. Why? Past experience. Does she want to move on? Yes. But she was moving on with some baggages that were never hers. Those baggages was planted in her by the past relationship. So she came in. She came into town with herself plus those things. And those baggages buried the original identity in her. And then she now believes this is who she is. She's not as good as what a rich and educated guy or one who understands God with dimension. Because she's not really,
Yeah.
sound. She ended up, she got married. But she got married. Do you understand? She got married, which is the dream, maybe perhaps the dream of every young lady, but not to the one she should. Because I know 1, 2, 3, 4 that would have benefited
better.
her more. But she chose what she should cope. Not because that's what she wanted, but because that's what the last relationship made
Brought
her.
her.
So find yourself once
Mhm.
you are out. And that's why we don't advise coming out and
And
rushing
getting
in.
into another.
Coming out and rushing in. You don't, yes, there will be emotional vacuum created. We advise that look for other things that will fill up those vacuum. Go and take a course. Look for areas of interest. Give your time those areas. Look for associations, a company that you can talk to. Once you begin to feel the vacuum of this is the time he calls me, so time of the week we go out, you quickly look for replacement. But look for replacement that are what? That are healthy and that could add to your advancement. All right.
Yes.
So once you are out, you have found yourself, you have discovered yourself, you have healed, then you can now begin to consider.
Watch out.
Yes. And then be careful enough not to be the victim the second time. Things happen for our experiences. This is not to say you are still pained, but you are guided by your experience. Do I need to explain that?
Yes.
If the reason why I'm out of a relationship, if the reason why I'm out of a relationship is because give me one of those traumatizing situations.
Hate speech.
Someone that talked down.
Yes.
Okay. Or you are being talked down, like being talked down, village girl,
Comparison.
and all that. Now, you watch out for those traits in a person even before you begin your relationship.
Right.
So it's now like a guide into having a more peaceful, a more suitable environment to express yourself. All right. I think I've been able to
So
do small justice.
okay.
into
Okay.
it.
So
I have an experience I would want to bring in. Perhaps we could learn one or two. Because I've seen many people caught up in this web. Growing up, I'm the only male in my family, the only son, and I have 4 siblings, all girls. First child and all that. So I have 4 younger ones who are all girls.
Girls.
My first experience in a relationship was in SS2. There was this girl that just came to join us in class. She came second term or so. One beautiful looking girl. Before that time, I have a group of guys that we play basketball with. All of
Yeah.
them have their girls, you know. So when we go out, they hang out with their girls, and I was very small. I have a small stature then. So this girl came. I'm thinking if I should mention her name. uh, her name is Joy.
She was bringing joy.
Yes, her name is Joy. This is because we've met after now,
Yes.
and then we crack joke about
Yeah.
it, right? Now, when she came, oh goodness, an angel came to class.
Hallelujah.
And
Hallelujah.
I remember um I liked her. She's fair in complexion before now. I used to like fair girls.
Fair girls.
She's fair in complexion. So I was thinking on how to approach her because I used to have low self-esteem, which was the reason why among all my friends, I was the only one babeless. Yes.
Yeah.
it was low self-esteem. Number one, I have marks on my face. I didn't like it.
Oh.
I didn't like each time I see the mark, I feel disfigured. So, who is this? I got to find out it was my grandma. This grandma has cheated me.
That's right.
You know. And then secondly, I have brown teeth. So I felt no lady is going to accept me
Yeah.
with my brown teeth, with marks on my face. What kind of village look is this? You know? So I liked her, but I couldn't approach her. Then I went to an uncle in our compound. I said, see what's happening to me. This guy just came. He said, no, I should forget that babes don't matter, don't look at those things. That's not what is important. Da, 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 da. And then he helped me draft out a letter. So if you cannot meet her one-on-one, there's a way. So he wrote that letter, very beautifully constructed.
That uncle.
Yeah, and it's my namesake. It's also Tunde. The guy, oh, let me not tell the story. He's the babes guy. He has testimony with babes.
I can imagine.
All right. So I wanted to drink from his cup. How does he do it? Huh? He's a guy that two girls will come with. No. You go home. You come tomorrow. And Anthony will go, but
She will
plus
come
that, she's
tomorrow.
coming back tomorrow.
Why yo?
So he is good. He's good. We call him Filala. All right. So I met him and he drafted that letter. I said, tomorrow, when it's time for break, just give it to her. I couldn't give it to her, so I slot it under her bag. Her bag was on the desk, so I just slot it under. Then she read the letter. The next day, I summoned courage. Alpha, Joy. She said she wants ice cream.
Billions.
On the bed.
That's ice cream. That's okay. I'll see what I can do. So I started saving money. There's this ice cream that is cold. They used to sell it fan. It's fan ice cream. Yes. Until you are a big boy, you can't buy those ice cream.
Voila.
All right. So I started saving money. I told my uncle at home, I said, this girl, here reply. He said, yes, that's a green light. So I started saving money to buy ice cream. And after 4 or 5 days, I was able to put my 30 naira together. Then it was 45 naira. So I bought her fan ice. Before then, I've not bought that thing for myself.
For yourself.
So I bought it for her. I'm trying to tell you what experience can do to people.
Yeah.
Now I bought it for her. She took it. The next day, Alpha, she said, don't disturb my peace. That got into my marrow. I was feeling that thing in my kidney. Don't disturb after my scream. Goodness. Then I made up my mind from that day not to ever allow any girl spend my money.
Hey, Jesus.
I made up my mind. She came back. I was good at mathematics. They gave us math assignment and then she got to find out. And then she came, after assignment, I gave her back in her coin. I said, don't disturb my peace. In her coin. But that experience lived with me. I remember traveling home and I will not give my sisters money. Why?
Wow.
Because I made up my mind. Because they are girls.
Mm.
Yeah.
It took my mom to talk me out of that decision. I had to tell her, I said, me, girls, my money, no. She said, these are not girls. These are
Your
sisters.
sisters.
I said, they are girls.
Girls are girls.
Girls are girls.
If you tell me.
In my naive state, I in they also took out of the
They drank of the cup.
they drank from that ice cream too. You know, so it took my mom to sit me down like we had a seminar. Say, girls can choose to be whatever they want to, but regardless of your experience with girls outside, your sisters, no boundaries. And then from there, I began to understand. Okay, this is more of a personal thing.
Mm.
It's Joy's problem,
Yeah.
not to every other girl. So I had to now rediscover the reason why I should give freely. Do you understand? So there's a period of time. If I'd gone into dating someone, though even I couldn't date any other person after that, my morale came back to zero.
Oh my
And then
god.
all through my NC days, I
Wow.
started picking up in my university days to, no, you won't catch me.
That's
And then
seriously.
thank God for microphone that brought boldness.
Mm-mm.
God.